Okay, two things here. First of all, yesterday I discovered that people have been sending me messages on a messenger and I have not been seeing them. There's an old friend that I had from about 55 to 60 years ago sent me a message on Messenger, and I only saw it yesterday, and the message had been sent like over half a year ago. So I just wanted to mention that if you have sent me a message in Messenger and I haven't replied, it's because I didn't see it. I don't know why. Normally, when there's a message, there's a little icon that shows up just above the what I'm showing you right here. And what happened was yesterday, yes, I got one, and I clicked on it to see what it was, and here there was other people's pictures there, and I thought, my goodness, I never saw that before. So I don't know if this is something new with Facebook or whatever, but I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you want to if you want to say something to me, just do it in the comments below in the YouTube channel here. I always see those, and I do my best to answer any questions, or maybe you'll just get a thumbs up. That lets you know that I did read it. Okay, so now we got that out of the way. I apologize to anybody that I did not reply to. I wasn't being stuck up or anything. I just plain didn't see it. Please don't use Messenger. However, what's with all this stuff? Okay, yesterday you will recall me saying something to the effect of, I can't figure out how to get my binaural signal out of the, I forget which one it was, left or right, to play through both stereo channels at the same time so it sounds good. Well, I have since figured out how to do that. Now, there's two ways. The first way, or what I'm going to talk about right now, I thought of that right away, but I didn't want to do it. And I've got all kinds of plugs and adapters, and this isn't all of them. There's more down in my toolbox. And I could have rigged something up so that the one channel coming out of here would have ended up coming out of the two channels on here. So when I plug this into the camera there, it would have recorded in the mono channel would have come through on both stereo channels. It would still be a mono signal, but at least it would have sounded okay. You would have had it playing on both speakers. That was the whole problem. Now, I did know about that, and one of the viewers, well, it was Tony actually, he says you can get an adapter. And yeah, you can. You can get adapters. Well, I knew about that, but I probably wouldn't have bought one because I could have made something up myself just by using what you see here. And it would have worked. However, the reason I didn't want to do it is because in that camera there is a rather expensive amplifying system, or the recording system. It's not cheap. And what it is it's actually two recording systems, one for the left channel, one for the right channel. And I know that in all likelihood I could have joined the two together, and in all likelihood it may not have hurt anything. But what if it did? What if they're not meant to be connected together? Because they would be if I was to use an adapter or rig something up. So I was thinking that I didn't want to take a chance, but that was one of the first thoughts I had. But what I was meaning was when I couldn't figure out how to do it, I meant in the editing program. I couldn't take the one channel and get it to be in both at the same time. Okay, I have since found out how to do that in my editing program. I use a program called Power Director. Well, Power Director also has on the side something called Wave Editor. And I did go into that a little bit yesterday to see if I could figure it out, and I couldn't. But I've since investigated online, and I found out, yeah, there is a way to do it. Unfortunately, I can take and I can get the signal from my lav mic that is in just one channel and have it play back in both channels. But unfortunately, every time I want to use this, I have to go into my camera and adjust it, because this does not have any separate adjustments on it. like this does, okay? I've got the adjustments on the back here so that I can, I can tone it down or turn it down. There's actually two settings, and I got both of them set so that the signal going into the camera, if you want to call it a signal, is very low, and I don't have to do any resetting in the camera. So I'm still, even though I have figured out how to change the left channel into both channels, even though it's still going to be a mono signal. Okay, I'm still not going to. I'm not going to do it because it's just too much fooling around. But anyway, just wanted to explain. I could have rigged something up, and I thought to myself, if I thought of it and Tony thought of it, undoubtedly other people would have thought, well, why don't you just get an adapter? Well, the main reason was I didn't want to damage my camera. Maybe it would have. And it's a very small maybe. Okay, now, as for a microphone stand, I've made this up. I just went down in my workshop yesterday afternoon, and I just got a couple of pieces of scrap wood. It's a 2x4 here, and another piece of board, and I used my brad nailer and just fastened it together. I got a bolt. Oh, remember we were wondering what size this is? It's 3/8 inch into a microphone. I couldn't tell by looking at the hole if it was 3/8 or 5/16, but it's 3/8 standard thread. So I cut the head off the bolt, drilled a 3/8 inch hole, poked it in. I've got a stand here, and for I know that years ago I'd have gone to a lot of work and made it all fancy and painted it or clear coated it or something and had it all nice and rounded the edges, and I just don't do that sort of thing anymore. I just have it good enough, and it's about the right height here for the few times we're going to be using it, right? Okay, so we got that out of the way. Just a quick interruption here. I had thought of getting an arm like this, and maybe I could even make something up that would, it'd be probably big and clunky, but I can buy something like this for, I think it was around $35. It wasn't expensive at all. And yeah, I could clamp it onto the table or from the overhead or anywhere, except that, this little stand is going to be good enough that I made up for the few times they were going to be using it. I am getting an extension cord. Probably, I think it's about 3 feet long. It'll be good enough to go from here to wherever I want to have the camera. And I did have one. It was about 12 feet long, and I used to use it in conjunction with this. And I think that I probably left it at my mother's place in Kelowna. Now, as a lot of you regular viewers know, she died just over 2 years ago, and when I left for the last time, I just left a lot of stuff there that maybe I should have boxed up and brought back, mailed back to myself here. Anyway, we're getting into more details than you need to know here again. All right, if I think of anything else I wanted to tell you about this stuff, well, I'll get back to you. I did think of a couple of more things, but they have absolutely nothing to do with microphones. And we've been talking about microphones now for 2-3 episodes, so this will be a bit of a reprieve, won't it? Anyway, remember that package we sent to Tony about, a week or so? No, I guess it's about 2 or 3 weeks ago now. Anyway, it was that turret that came with the Bismarck, the standalone turret, the see-through turret. Well, got a couple of pictures from Tony in an email the other day. And he's getting started at it, and he said something about to the effect he's going to enjoy it. At least I think he said that. Anyway, this, as you can see here, he's at least got a couple of pictures taken, so I'm hoping that he's going to, photograph this as he goes along. Now, I think probably building the turret is going to be his thing, whereas videoing it is probably more my thing than actually building. Anyway, I'm really hoping that he's going to send us pictures, and I'll keep you updated if he does. And another thing, I got an email back from the place that sells the acrylic, the plexiglass, and the email came this morning actually, and he said that Yeah, they have 3/16 in stock, and they won't deliver it, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to be able to pick it up. And they will cut it for me to the size I want. So yeah, we'll keep you posted as to how that goes. Anyway, I think this video's gone on long enough with my ramblings here. Thanks for watching, and all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.